Wait, there's two Dakotas? Not just the one with Mount Rushmore that I don't know which it is? What? We all know what North Dakotans sound like, right? Like the mom from Fargo. No. They sound like this, for the most part. Not all of them. Just this one, really. If you couldn't tell already, this video is going to be about the great state of North Dakota. Great. I've lived here all my life, so I like to think I'd know a little bit about it. Today I'm going to educate you goobers who have a Fargo version of North Dakota in your heads. So erase everything you knew about North Dakota, because you're going to know it inside and out by the end of this video. And that's a half promise. At least. At most. Who knows? Let's start with the North Dakota accent. Are there people with the accent? Yes. Does everyone have the accent? No. Does everyone on the East Coast have the accent? Didn't think so, dipshit. In the past, I've been someone who tries to deny that they have an accent, but over the last year or so, I've started to cope with the fact that there's certain words I say with the accent. The first thing that comes to mind is when I say Joe Rogan. The O sound in Rogan is what tips off the accent, and it's very slight, but I can hear it. Another thing is the word sorry. I say this word normally, but my dad says sorry, the Canadian version. I hardly hear him say it, but when we play the game Sorry, I'd hear him say it and be like, huh, that's goofy. Hard to believe, I know, but that's a true story. I put that on my heart. That makes no sense, but I was going to put my hand on my heart, so I guess that explains it a little bit. I don't know. The next thing I want to talk about is our winters, because they're famous for being shitty, and they are. As someone who doesn't have their driver's license and has to walk everywhere, it sucks. From October to April, that's the extreme version of it, but it's hell for people who have to walk everywhere. I dread walking to school, not only because I have to go to school, but it's also super cold. In the winter, the temperature is anywhere from 30 degrees to -20. To be fair, the worst it gets most winters is -10, but I've had to walk to school in -20 degree weather, and it sucked. I had about 4 layers on, and the school is 10 minutes away from my house, and God was it bad. Also, one thing I want to mention is our very specific snow patterns the last couple of years. In 2018 and 2019, we've had snow in the beginning of October-ish, and then there was a big snowstorm, basically a blizzard, right after Christmas. I don't know what it was about 2020, maybe it was COVID scaring it off, but all we had was a little bit of snow in October and then barely any snow until the week of Christmas. But anyway, let's stop talking about the weather. What are we, old people at the grocery store? How about this weather we're having, huh? Now for the last Nodak stereotype. Isn't technically a stereotype, it's just me talking about our weird kooky phrases. Arguably, to me, this is our most popular phrase, oofta. Look at the word, oofta. This essentially means, ah shit. I'm not wrong. You've probably heard me say this in old Let's Plays or in streams or something and just been like, what does that mean? But I used to say it a lot when I used to golf. I would hit the first drive and most times I would say oofta because the swing just felt wrong or the ball went in a weird direction as it tended to do. But yeah, it's just essentially like a god damn it. It's the North Dakotan version of son of a yuck. So all you Californian, New Yorkers, and Europeans, go around and use the phrase oofta if you want to get stared at and asked, what the fuck did you just say? This next one is most commonly attributed to North Dakota, but it's actually more of a Minnesotan thing, I think. And that's the phrase you betcha. Though it is Minnesotan, I, a North Dakotan, still knows what it means. It means, uh-huh, or yup, or you bet, just with the ch at the end. Not rocket science, if you think about it. My strings are uneven. Is that pissing you off? Okay. Well, they're fixed now. Calm down. Now, at the end of this video, we're just gonna speed through our weird names for food. R, meaning North Dakota, because I am kind of its representative. Not Carson Wentz or nothing, just me. Puppy chow. That's a homemade version of Chex' Muddy Buddies. Barbecues? Those aren't grilling up burgers and dogs. Ask some good old sloppy joes who are just dumb and call them barbecues. And finally, hot dish. I'll be honest, You got some leftovers in the fridge? Throw them in a hot dish. Cook them again, and then there you go. Throw them all together, cook them, and then it's basically what a hot dish is. So that's it. You now know everything. Didn't miss out on a single thing. You know everything about North Dakota. Everything from our weather to our hot dishes, baby. So everyone come on down to North Dakota. It's so much fun. There's so much to do. And that's not a lie. You know, thinking about it, if you wanted to vacation somewhere post-pandemic, you should probably just go to South Dakota instead. That's the one with Mount Rushmore, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Well, better plan a trip to South Dakota to see Mount Rushmore, because it's better than this shithole.